not as a peer and as a pro to say, you did great. I love working with you. It was cool. So yeah, it was really amazing to work with them. But to me, more so just knowing like just how much people dislike me. I remember whenever I got into the vicinity of the arena, I wouldn't talk to fans. Yeah, fans were beneath me. Now in an airport, at a restaurant, no problem. But at that point in time,
but you're in character.
Yes. Now, when you work in Madison Square Garden, you have to park across the street. You can't park in I remember one time I pulled up, first time I worked at the Garden, I pulled up at the backstage area. I'm like, hey, he's like, typical New York, yeah, what do you want? Yeah, I'm wrestling here tonight, so well, can I park here? He said, listen, Mick Jagger doesn't even fucking park in the Garden. And I'm like, okay. But the thing is, all the fans know that. Yeah. So they're all hanging around. Yeah. Which is kind of a pain, especially if you're a bad guy. So I parked my car underneath. I now have a secret place to park that no fans know about, so you'll never see me at the Garden again. So there you go. But at the time, I parked where everyone else did, and I was walking in the underground parking garage, or parkade, as we call it in Canada, and I walked on the elevator, and a dad and his son got on as well, just the three of us. Yeah. And the son was probably about my son's age at the time. But we're at the Garden now, so this is the battleground. So I was just looking straight ahead. I wouldn't say a word. And the guy's like, "Hey, Jericho, can you sign for my son?" I'm just looking. "Hey, can you sign an autograph for my son? We're big fans." Nothing. Just looking at the numbers. 3, 4. Looking at the numbers in the elevator. "Hey, aren't you even going to look at me? You're not even going to talk at me? You're not going to say a word? Look at this kid. This kid wants your autograph. You're not going to sign for a kid?" And this guy was getting so mad at me. And I was just looking straight ahead like, fuck this guy. And I felt awful, but I can't sign for this guy and his kid because 3 hours later, when I'm in the main event, the biggest heel in the world, working with John Cena in a cage match, and people are booing and chanting Jericho sucks, and he goes, "Hey, he's not so bad. He's a nice guy for my kid." Or do I want him being the loudest? "You're damn right he sucks. He wouldn't sign for my kid. Boo, boo, boo." That is contagious. Yeah. So every one counts. So sorry, guy with kid. I couldn't sign for you. I'd be glad to do it now. But at the time, there is no way I'm signing for this guy.
Yeah, and that's taken a lot of dedication to get them that riled in the post kind of kayfabe days when people know that everyone's it's like, well, there you go, you've now got them hating you, even though they know that it's not real or whatever else. It's like, well, no,
real, but this guy's a legitimate asshole. Yeah. That's the same reason why I never had T-shirts. Yeah. There was never any merch at a WWE show for Chris Jericho. Yeah. Why? Because if one guy wears a Chris Jericho shirt, then that's one guy who's going to be cheering for me.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, I took the hit on the merch and just went for the fact that I'll be working the main events for a while and make my money doing that.
So what about in Fozzy? What jumps out? Have you got any...
This piece of fiction is the intro to